Hey Vincent, how you doing? Welcome to Curtain Call. We're gonna hook you guys up with some Evil Dead tickets. What do you think about that? Awesome. Now, what have you heard about the show? Have you been? Now, have you seen the movies? Do you know Evil Dead? Okay, well, there you go.
Cool.
Yes! Well, listen, I'm thrilled that you called. We have your phone number. We're going to leave these tickets for you here at KSHP. We'll hook you up.
Vince, do you have any questions for either Ben or Lorie?
Hey Vincent, I've got a quick question, a little trivia question out of curiosity. Seeing as that you've seen the movies before, can you give me a couple of Ash lines? How about three lines that Ash uses in the Evil Dead films?
You can do this, Vince. I believe in you.
You're still going to get the tickets, don't worry.
You're going to get it. It doesn't matter if you can or not, but for those of us who aren't as well acquainted with Evil Dead, I mean, I remember seeing Evil Dead at a party, and it was like in the background. Hook us up. Vince. Vince hung up.
Vince, call us back.
Vince. We have his phone number. We can track him down. I know where he lives.
Okay.
Vince. He didn't want to play the game.
He may have gotten cut off, too, because he could have been on his cell phone.
While driving.
No. He would not have been driving.
That's against the law.
Driving.
You can't do that. Well, here, why don't you give us three Ash lines?
Because
you know that.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna quiz you guys. I know these lines
What?
all too well. So let's see.
I'll get as many right as Carrie Ann got with a Tony tick.
I'm going to get body painted again.
Can one of you guys each give me a line and not groovy?
This is my boomstick or something like that.
Oh, there we go. This is my boomstick.
I'm Googling it.
You're Googling!
Oh, he is not.
I was, but I'm not going to now. It says memorable quotes. It's one click away.
Do it, just do it.
Dang it. Oh, hey, tell you what. I'll deliver it, having not seen it, and you tell me if I'm. This is the way you deliver it. Okay. Can't say that one.
I was going to say, there's probably a few you
Yeah,
can't
you're
say.
gonna find that a lot.
There is some colorful language.
How about this one?
production.
We can't bury Shelley. She's a friend of ours.
Out of context, that's
A bit.
I'll leave that one alone. That was probably not a good lead one.
How about good, bad? I'm the guy with the gun.
That's a good one.
That's
See, and he has
Let's
the,
just
he has
build
the
tough,
Ash
baby.
voice.
Now I want you to say that line as your character from Crazy for You. Go.
Good, bad. I'm the guy with the gun.
Excellent!
Ooh, let's give me my ideas, Lorie. We should have like a British version of Evil Dead, maybe Australian. We do have people visiting. We have people visiting from all over the world.
There you
we
go.
had a couple that was from Australia, and
they came to see Thunder from Down Under and got you guys what?
they ended up seeing us.
Oh no, it was American Storm. Sorry.
All right. But that's
Oh,
the fun
man.
part too. I mean, even like during the October and January runs, we had people visiting from all over the world,
Yeah.
not just Los Angeles and Vegas. I mean, we were definitely getting a large, avid support from the locals, which we certainly again appreciate and
You got a lot
respect.
of repeat visitors. And
Already, still.
of course.
Yeah.
And of course, we wish you guys the best of success with the show, simply because what you guys are doing, you're paving the way for a lot of other opportunities in this town.
Absolutely.
I'll say, good, bad, or dead.
You're the guy with a gun?
You certainly are opening eyes. I mean, this production is going to be somebody, for one, everyone's going to be watching and hoping does really well, because that kind of link between community theater and Las Vegas entertainment in general, it's kind of never been bridged. It's never really been.
Most of the shows on the Strip are cast out of L.A. or New York or somewhere else. In local, there is a large pool of local talent.
Yeah.
And anyone listening, knows that there are individuals that have come through Vegas, done shows, and then ended up, leaving somewhere else. But you guys are paving the way for a different venture.
And you guys have an open-ended run here. We don't know. This is kind of it's a shared theater space, because there's other shows that come in and out. But this is every Friday and
the
Saturday.
Popovich, the Comedy Pet Show,
The V Variety Show,
Kidsville.
Mark Savard.
I just want to see when two of those shows like merge. The
Evil
Popovich pet
Dogs
thing
the
and
musical.
Evil Dead. And,
It's just so much diversity. You've got like 4 completely different shows there, and then you've got Evil Dead. It's got
That's
really
awesome.
got so much variety.
And the Planet Hollywood's doing some other changes because Tony and Tina's just left and moved over
Yes.
to Dallas.
They moved
and
over
they've got
to
the 80s prom
Awesome
coming into
80s.
that space. So
See, now that's another example. That's another example.
and also
of-
being local cast, yeah.
Yeah, it's excellent. We're talking, if you're just now tuning in, with Ben Stober and Lorie Palkow with Evil Dead the Musical, a Cirque Michaels production. They have just infiltrated, if you will, the V Theater
Possessed.
over at... Possessed. I like that.
Yes.
They've possessed the V Theater over at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino. If you are interested in getting tickets to this splashy, blood-curling
4D,
4D
phantasmagoric.
because it's not just theater, it's a theatrical experience.
It
That's
is
for sure.
It's
Because when you got musicals, I mean, it's either Menopause or Jersey Boys. I mean,
Menopause has a splash zone, too.
Menopause splatters on its own gun.
You did not
Yes,
go
he
there.
went there.
Ben set me up. I've been
did.
fortunate to share the stage with Ben on a couple of
Oh my
ventures.
gosh.
I'm going to see a bunch of women go through menopause in a Macy's store, or
And when you think about it, women on menopause are possessed. So
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
and granted,
something to
it's a
look
fun-
forward to for you ladies.
It is a fun show, but it's a whole experience of a different kind.
Well, you need to check it out. Go to their website, www.vtheater.com/evil_dead. Or you could just go to vtheater.com. It has that link there. You can get it right there. You can also call 260-7200. Again, 260-7200. Or you can just tune into KSHP throughout the week. You have a whole bunch of tickets here that they brought that they're going to be giving away on the auction show throughout the week. So please.
It's summertime. Walking Dead is not happening right now, guys.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So I'm bored.
You need to get your fix and go and support this
Get
great
fit.
new adventure here because
And there's a lot of other things, in that area, so you can certainly go out there for dinner. And again, these shows are late, which is also
get your
unique.
steak medium rare.
because you can have a regular life, and then
What a fun date night. Evil
And it's the
date
weekend
night.
too, so you can always stay up
That's
late
a great-
Saturday
that's
night.
what
and
you
sleep
she
in
said.
Sunday.
yes, an evil date night. Yes,
Well, I thought it was. That's a great
Evil
idea.
Dead.
She said it before, and you weren't paying attention. It's on the video. I'll rewind. I think Carrie Ann has a wonderful
I just
idea.
love themed date nights. It's so fun.
Themed date nights. We'll eat each other's brains. Go to a restaurant that serves like calf brains or something, and then.
Well, there's no brain. Is there brain eating in this one?
See, that's another
No.
distinction between zombies and
No.
deadites.
Exactly.
The Deadites just want to kill you.
I never
No, they really
no.
want to talk your ear to death.
Yeah.
And just really, again, do some late night stand up comedy
Yep,
like Cheryl
like me.
did when she was possessed. She just really likes hamming up the stage.
Oh,
True.
so Glenn, you're a deadite.
Oh, that explains it. Oh.
Well, I guess we're out of time today.
That's perfect. I love it.
But definitely one last thing too. Anyone out there too that really does love the movies and series that comes out, by all means, definitely feel free to dress up in character. If you want to dress up as Ash, we had some people, the big fans that were dressing up in costume and
Cool.
character. By all means, definitely feel free to do that. I wouldn't dress formally, suit and tie. I mean, it's one thing to go to a show and you want to respect the performers and dress up nice, but you
Right.
definitely want to dress casually.
Nice.
This is, and I hate equating it to Rocky Horror, but Rocky Horror's had a cult following for years.
Exactly.
And
Definitely
people will
got
go
that
to those
vibe.
theaters with their props, knowing full well that they're going to get wet, knowing that they're going to
Yeah.
have rice thrown at them. You guys haven't quite gotten, but there is.
Well, let me tell you something though. Cirque Michaels he was quoted by saying he wonders if maybe this will be this generation's.
Well, and
Rocky Horror,
and that's where
right?
I'm going. That's where I'm going because it certainly has that potential, especially the more that people know that it exists.
Yeah.
And being able to then have that movie to go back and reference, and then being able to have those shout outs that are created organically. So that's something that I hope happens is that organic change, which
Absolutely.
makes it a unique experience every time you go see it.
Exactly, because the last experience the V Theater had, not too long ago, was Point Break or Point Blank. I think it was Point Break with Keanu Reeves. It was a movie, and they actually had a kind of a live experience where one of the audience members actually got to play the Keanu Reeves character. So they kind of made it an interactive, engaging movie experience. It didn't do too well, but
Yeah, I was going to say I've never heard of
not
that.
too many people knew about
Wasn't
it.
Patrick
But
Swayze in that movie too?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it was
I kind of don't
Gary
care.
Busey, Patrick Swayze, and
Keanu Reeves, I kind of don't care. Sorry, I
But
don't
out of all the venues and hotels on the Strip,
Yeah.
Planet Hollywood really felt like the true venue. And
Yeah.
we explored the entire Strip. We literally, me, Cirque, and who's the investor of the show, literally went to all of these venues exploring. We went to Hooters and Tropicana. And Hooters, let's say, just wasn't quite the right fit.
Really?
Oh, really?
Well,
No,
who'd have thunk? I mean, seriously. Well, let's take another break, and then we'll come back with members from Evil Dead the Musical, Ben Stober and Lorie Palkow, and we will talk a little bit more. We'll get going, get our dead on.
We'll get groovy.
I'd say you'd be
No one is supposed to know who he is. That was part of our contract with him.
Excellent.
You cannot tell people who the investor
Excellent.
is. You have to say the investor. Like,
I will edit that out for
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
yeah, we're not supposed to give his name out.
Okay.
That's cool.
I forgot it already,
I don't even know what
but
you're
I
talking
have
about.
it on tape. So.
Yeah.
I'm black.
Yeah, when we come back,
Blackmail the hell out of you guys.
when we come back, we'll kind of reestablish what we're talking about, kind of reintroduce you guys, maybe say a few more things. Kind of
Do we have anything else?
half hour audience members usually tune in for
No,
half
and
hour.
these are general admission tickets, just so you know.
great.
There's 3 levels: general admission, the VIP, and then the splatter zone. They can upgrade these to VIP for $10 and to splatter zone for $20. But these are just the regular general admission tickets, which are the side ones. And I would absolutely recommend that at a minimum they upgrade to VIP.
Gotcha.
Just the way the theater is set, if you've seen the map, there's 2 big holes right here.
Oh.
So the general admission is on the sides. So like if you sit in a certain seat back here, you can't really see that
Gotcha.
if you're doing this live show.
I'll say something.
But the way that the system works with the V is these are the only ones we're allowed to give away for free.
Oh no, this is fine. This is great.
Yeah.
This is
So, but
fantastic.
just so they know when they pick them
Just
up,
like
you
you
can
heard,
let them know,
people are
hey,
just thrilled to
upgrade.
get them.
Do you guys
Yeah.
do you guys have the whole theater or only? I mean,
We do, because there's like the Tony and Tina's that was upstairs, the other small venue where the mental
no,
is.
but as far as the, I mean, do they have the entire all the seatings?
Yes,
What do you
all
think?
of it.
I'm gonna have Carrie Ann do the upcoming production.
Yeah.
Can you do upcoming
So how do you guys
productions?
want?
We can do just
last two.
Opening
Not all
night
of
was
them.
great. It
Friday
was
was
almost sold out.
excellent, yeah.
Super
I
fun
think
lineup.
we had
Yeah, kind of like that.
250, 300
That's very close to
people.
300.
And then last time was okay. I don't know what our numbers were. They're probably around 100, 150, something like
That's
that.
really
That's
good.
what
Oh,
you're
you're like,
saying, number.
Yeah.
Friday nights we're definitely
But-
expecting being an earlier showtime too at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Is an easier
And
sell.
David actually told me that they weren't expecting us to have any seats on Saturday at all. He said typically the Saturday shows,
Americans still
especially
early.
that late, he said normally they only have like 15
30 seconds. guys.
people. So
The fact that we already did
they
more
were
than
they were thrilled. So we were just kind of like, oh. Of course, the odds haven't sold out. So
Well, yeah, but that's and again, that's that's why I asked if you have the whole theater space because the farther back you come in,
those were still even good seats,
They're-
like the VIP, that
yeah.
Central Orchestra, even towards the
and
back still gives you
yeah.
discounts.
VIP is the middle.
right?
So
I've only been in there a couple of
If we ever
times.
do upcoming productions.
Yeah,
next.
absolutely.
I don't know if we're still gonna do it. Yeah, I don't
We'll
know.
talk about the grand opening. It's coming in July.
I don't know because I don't have any details on
And
that.
you're back with Curtain Call with Eric Ball. I'm going to hand it over to Carrie Ann Parks. She's going to tell you about some upcoming theatrical productions you're going to want to keep your ear to the railroad track about.
Should I read the one off of her back?
You can,
I-
I am
absolutely.
going to announce that one. So yeah, we'll start with that one. The
Awesome.
great.
The Great. This is lovely back. The Great American Trailer Park, the musical.
Uh-huh.
LVLT 362-7996.
Yep.
Is the number to call for LVLT.org. Shows
You got this.
July 13th through the 29th.
Did you not have any more post-its?
No, and
She
I
lost
just
the
remember
bet.
things though. Well, hey, I feel like a super summer theater pusher, but I have the whole lineup right here, ready for you guys.
And
Crazy
cast
for
members.
You, going on right now. Cast members Glenn Heath and Eric Ball starring in Crazy for You. It is running through the 30th.
We're not starring.
We're not starring in it.
Starring in it.
We're
I
featured, maybe.
occasionally show up to it.
What? I saw the show. No, and nothing could happen with
I want
it.
to give. I only say that because I want to give credit where credit's due because the,
Oh
the
my
stars of the show. are
Evan
amazing.
Litch. Shannon
Evan
Winkle,
Litt
yeah.
and Shannon Winkle blew me away. That was an amazing show to see. I saw it last week. Oh, tickets are $12 in advance, $20 at the door. So get your tickets in advance at www.showtix4u.com. That's SHOWTIX4U.com.
The show's been sold out almost half of the performances.
Yeah, it's been very nice.
So we only have 4 more Wednesday through Saturday, and guaranteed Friday and Saturday will be sold out.
Yeah.
Now, are they still doing the little rule where if your vehicle has 1 ticket, you can purchase more at the door for the
I
rest
don't know.
of your
You know, they
vehicle?
changed a lot.
Yeah,
this
there's
year.
been some different changes
Okay.
with
Don't
the
quote
way
me
things
then.
have worked. But the best thing to do is to get your tickets early, and they also have what are called flex passes. Those flex passes that Super Summer is selling
Take off your
are,
shirt,
are
you flex
good.
your muscles.
You,
No,
you buy a pack of 10 tickets on your flex pass, and even if the show is sold out, you still get in.
Nice.
Okay, good to
So
know.
you can buy a pack of 10, take 9 of your friends, or you can go see one show 10 times.
It's actually really nice.
Yeah, it's a really
Cool.
good deal, and it protects you from not having to drive 30 miles to get out there and finding out that they won't let you in because you don't have tickets.
Hope you enjoy the drive. Okay. British National
Drive
Theatre
slowly.
Company of America is putting up Oliver in the July show for Super Summer Theater. That's going to open July 11th and run through the 28th. And again, it's Wednesdays through Saturdays, 8 p.m. But the doors open at 6. The gates at the ranch at 6, and you want to get there as soon as you can.
Six or 6:30. 6
Yeah.
or 6:36.
Yeah, 6. Then Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat is going up there at Stage Door Productions. A high five just happened because Eric Ball is in it.
So is Glenn
And
Heath.
so is Glenn Heath.
Yay!
And I knew that ahead of time. Awesome, everyone. That one's going to open up August 8th. And
So you could go to Evil Dead and then go to Joseph, and it's like going to confession. So there you go.
Yeah.
You can go
Well,
and
you'd have to go
get
to
your-
Joseph.
Perfect.
You'd have to go to Joseph first, then drive over because their show's
Oh, yeah.
late. You wouldn't be able to go on Friday, but Saturdays, awesome. You know, I think that's a possibility.
That's a good.
to hit them both.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because if anyone's familiar with Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, it's
This one's
it
a
came
rock
out in the
version.
it came out
Yes.
in the early '70s. It was
Yeah.
fully produced in the '70s, and the music can feel a little dated, especially with
Donny
Donny Osmond
Osmond,
singing it.
yeah.
But Terrence Williams, who's directing this and producing it, it's hard rock.
Yeah, it's gonna be
so
fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Some
great.
tracks have leaked, sort of, and they're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and then, okay, folks, Neon Jungle Productions is going to put up Leader of the Pack starting in September. We let you know about the auditions for that, still happening. And that's going to run September 6th through the 22nd out at Spring Mountain Ranch.
Yeah, it's a great time out at the ranch. And speaking of great times in the studio, if you're just now tuning in, is Evil Dead the Musical cast members Ben Stober and Lorie Palkow. They've been with this production since the incarnation, first run of it about a year ago or so.
October.
Yeah, and now they have moved in and have possessed the V Theater. Taking your turn.
Use that word again.
At the Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino. You need to go and check this out because this is not your normal musical. This isn't the Von Trapp families ascending into the mountains at the end. This is very, very different. This is going to be an homage to the trilogy of Evil Dead films, but also, and here's the thing, I have heard a few of the tracks. It's good music.
It's fun.
It's not like it's just crazy for crazy's sake or wild and bloody for bloody's sake. Well, at times it is. But there's some genuinely singable tunes and good rousing musical numbers. You'll leave the theater singing a song.
Yeah, do the Necronomicon is kind of a catchy tune.
Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods, yeah.
All the Men in My Life.
The
That's my favorite.
S-Mart song, I can't think of the... But
Housewares Employee.
Housewares
Yeah.
Employee.
What the cluck was that?
Yeah, guys, it's a great musical.
That's not the title of the
It's
song.
not. I changed a couple letters.
Yes,
I think they've been
because you
injured.
can't say the title.
Wow.
What I love about this, and again, there's very few musicals that you can really compare to this. But I was thinking about, Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, and I was like, no, has nothing to do with it whatsoever. But I came across Silence, the musical, which is Silence of the Lambs, the musical,
Yeah.
which is currently off Broadway right now. And the music in that is hilarious because if you've ever seen the movie and you know the characters, I can't even say some of the names of the songs in that, but it's very similar because the jokes are embedded into it. Even though Silence of the Lambs is far from being the funniest movie ever,
Right.
but the music is hysterical.
What would you say that an average theater patron would? What do you hope that they walk away?
Yeah.
thinking,
Other
feeling.
than being sticky and pink.
Yeah. No, seriously, what is your guys' goal on a night like?
I think definitely the goal, like with any production, is definitely to take the audience on an experience, a ride.
Yeah.
And most of the shows, they're limited to kind of what's on the stage, providing the experience for them there. And for us, we have so many tools and toys to be able to really fully immerse the audience on this experience and really take them for like it's like going to see a movie in a movie theater, and then it's like going to like a literally a 4D experience where the seats are moving and it's poking at you like Star Trek The Experience, the Borg invasion, kind of like that. You get a full-fledged experience and definitely really make them kind of respect, I guess, the material, and also maybe even if they haven't seen the movies, to definitely go see them.
Yeah.
And for those musical fans as well, to get a whole new breed of musical.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Horror movie fans in general. Okay, let's take.
Do we want to quantify those as horror movies?
The first one, I would say yes.
Okay.
And
Well,
the second, third were more on the
I would say that it
horror
definitely
comedy.
takes its hat to the genre, though.
Yes.
And here's the thing. Even if you're a bona fide horror movie fan, okay, take any, like, Saw, the 8th incarnation of the Saw movies or whatever. You go to these movies knowing people are going to die, knowing this is going to happen, knowing this
The
is...
cookie cutter plots.
But
everyone who doesn't have
how
sex
it happens...
survives.
Yeah, but how it happens is completely... That's why you go. It's new. It's like, oh, I can't wait to see how this is going to... Even if you've seen this, or even if you've seen Evil Dead, any of the 3 movies, or if you've never seen it, and you're just a kind of a horror movie fanatic, guy, this is a show that you're going to want to go to so that you can see how it happens, see how it unfolds, see what's going to come up next. Because I would argue that this is one of those experiences that it's, everybody, you can pack a house to see Sound of Music, but you know exactly what's going to happen. You just wonder... How little boy's going to sing the tall note at the end? That's all.
and I would suspect, doing productions, and I've been involved in a few where they've gone a long time, and you and I were in a production similar because you were in Cannibal until recently.
And then we did War of the Worlds.
Well, but you were you basically took over the character. Shannon Wilson Bell, which I had done in the original incarnation.
Another musical with a splatter.
And my question to you is, was it a tough decision to step away from that, or is that still open for you to come back to? Because an actor has to make those decisions, and I don't want to put you on the spot.
No,
but we want to intrigue people in the last 10 minutes.
No, it's certainly not putting you on
because
the spot.
you've been busy lately. You did Reefer Madness, which also, and these were 2 shows that were
all of these are
Plaza.
cult show followings.
Yeah,
too.
and there was talk, 3 years ago when Cannibal was done, that it could go somewhere else.
Exactly.
There was talk with Rocky Horror that it could go somewhere else.
Right.
Reefer Madness, when it was done at CSN, could go somewhere else. And there's been the talk for years. And congratulations, I hate you guys. But as it's
It really is quite an accomplishment to be able to say that you broke ground at the V Theater with this amazing musical. And
I mean, it's definitely like what an independent film like Evil Dead that Sam Raimi, took a gamble, investing into a low-budget horror film with a no-name cast and made it such a big blockbuster hit. It's very much like what
a
the
no-name
Evil
cast
Dead...
that included his brother, himself, and his best friend.
That's awesome.
Well, which, I guess the musical is kind of very much kind of the same vein with theatrical, off-Broadway production too. That we're bringing into the strip with a no-name cast, but definitely local-based talent, which I think really is just paying respect to the performers that have been with it since the beginning.
Well, and was that what made it easy for you to stay with it? Obviously.
Yes, for me, I would honestly say since the beginning, I grew up with the movies. I love the films, and so for me,
But as far as continuing your role, because you had started other projects,
exactly,
and obviously actors will make commitments, but when something significant comes along, was this something that you had, identified from the beginning with these other roles that hey, this could come back at any moment? And
I did. I would say that working with Cirque Michaels, again, also working concierge at the Aria Hotel, I had a lot of networks and just knowing how to really promote shows and just knowing the ins and outs and networks of the city, and just felt that this was a show, I guess, out of all the other ones I had the most fun with, and just found that the audience really connected to the material and Cannibal and Reefer Madness, the other productions that I worked with were fun experiences that were kind of in between the breaks when we weren't doing Evil Dead. And yeah, when it kind of came down to it, you know, it had...
You have fun putting the chainsaw on every night.
I hope so.
I have to ask
I get
because-
scratched up a little bit.
sounds
I
so
think it's
weird.
scars.
Well,
I got the chainsaw.
Well, I could not do Captain Von Trapp for years and years and years. I'd love to have the opportunity to do it, but you know, this is a character because the audience is so interactive. It's a different experience for the actors,
Yeah.
and I guess that's what I was getting towards. Is that's something that is fun for you
Well,
guys.
it's like the guy who plays Freddy Krueger. I mean, that had to have been fun. You know what I'm saying? He gets to dress up as a deadite killer every night. I mean,
But
that's-
not even
that's
just
cool.
dress up, but I think the biggest challenge that Cirque really held true to me ever since starting the rehearsals is that, you know, the other characters, they can kind of create them however they want. Even like good old Reliable Jay.
Oh, yeah.
John Thomas Hill is hysterical.
You have to pay homage.
you had to stay true to Bruce
Campbell, exactly. The eyebrow lift.
Have you ever met Bruce Campbell?
I have never met Bruce
Oh,
Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
He's probably listening right
Listen,
now.
listen.
We had Louis Armstrong.
We need to hook
last
this
week.
up.
One of these days, would definitely love for him to be able to experience the show in concert.
I'm sure he's aware of it.
Let's get
absolutely.
him out
He's
here.
aware of
That'd
it.
be something. That'd be awesome.
But
Whether
I-
that's good or bad, I don't know.
So I definitely got the chance to be able to incorporate a
You'll be
little
your
of my own
understudy.
kind of funny antics. I could imagine
that'd be
if you
great,
shave the
yeah.
mustache and the goatee,
Yeah,
I think you
nice.
definitely could make for a good Ash. You can work the eyebrow lift. Can you do the eyebrow lift?
Oh no, I was saying Bruce Campbell. Being
Yeah,
your
which one can
understudy.
you do?
I won't
Not
be your
Glenn.
understudy. How dare you?
Oh, if Bruce Campbell would be in our show, we would. Yes, that
But I would love to share the
A
stage.
cameo
with you again, so.
appearance. Let's make this happen. That would be the show. My gosh.
He could just come out and just do a
voiceover.
just show up
Come out
to
and
it.
pet the moose and walk off. That'd be
You don't want to pet the moose. That you don't
Well,
want to.
there's a joke there somewhere. I don't know where it is. Okay, well, we're with Evil Dead, the musical cast members, Ben Stober and Lorie Palkow. They've been talking about this 4D musical experience that's headed over to the V Theater. Well, it's not
Oh,
headed
it
over, it's
opened
already
up.
there.
Yeah, grand opening last Friday.
Yeah, last Friday.
And we have tickets that if you're listening to AM 1400 during the weekdays for the radio shopping show, some of these tickets will be available there.
Yes.
These are general admission tickets, but you can upgrade to the Splatter Zone.
Yeah, Lorie was telling
Yeah.
me that the seats to get are the VIP seats or the Splatter Zone seats because those are just that's the true 4D experience seats. Now these general admission seats they're great as well, but I think with all the tickets you always have the option to upgrade, and so we highly recommend you do that.
And well, it's perfect because you'll be getting out of the Evil Dead show about the same time as the clubbers are walking out. So you'll look like you'll just blend right in.
I think so.
Because the clovers got like blood all over them.
Totally.
Come on, dude!
Awesome.
Boy, dude, you spilled your daiquiri, man.
Are you guys selling the T-shirts regularly as well, or any
Yes.
other swag? Or
Oh, we've got so much new crap. We got mugs, we got buttons, we got cast members that come out after the show that will sign all your posters,
Yeah.
your T-shirts, whatever crap you buy. All sorts of good
So
stuff.
the stuff that they can buy is crap. Is that
Yeah.
right?
It's all crap.
Okay.
Swag.
crap with our faces.
There's also a website here, evildeadlasvegas.com. evildeadlasvegas.com. Go there, you can get all the information you need about the production.
All the pictures, trailers.
Yeah, you can
buy
check
all
it
the
out for
cast
yourself.
members. And one thing just to mention too, as well, like with the souvenirs, the Splatter Zone T-shirts, you can only get those by purchasing the VIP Splatter
So you
Zone
do have
only.
the separate
Exactly.
T-shirts with the target on them are only splatters.
Correct. Those are exclusive
Nice.
only to the
See,
Splatter Zone.
that's what I'm mad about my shirt from when I got it in October. You guys ran out of the special ones, so I just got a regular one.
Aww.
Sorry.
You're
So
gonna
I'm
have to
gonna
come
have
back
to,
and
I'm gonna
see
have to
it.
go back.
Those
and-
are the ones that are going to be like really, really vintagey
Yeah,
when
they'll
they
be
become.
collectibles one
Yeah,
day.
like
Mine is still pink.
I love it. Well, listen, you're listening to Curtain Call with Eric Ball. I'm going to ask you guys to maybe think about going to our Facebook page. Just put in the search bar Curtain Call with Eric Ball, and it'll pop up, and like our page. We'll tell you who's coming up in upcoming weeks and upcoming programs, show dates, audition dates, all kinds of crap that you'll find there.
Well, this crappy episode will be posted at some point this week, and the links will be on the Curtain Call Facebook page,
And
So
it will
the
be on
podcast-
so that you can see how lovely Lorie is and how handsome I am, and Ben is.
Hey!
And until then, until you wait to actually watch the archive footage of the show,
And
holla
you
back,
can
yo.
see that.
Please visit the websites for the Great American Trailer Park, the musical, lvlt.org, and Evil Dead the Musical. I'm going to give you two websites, vtheater.com or evildeadlasvegas.com. That's the best that we can do.
And next week we're going to have Cirque on as well.
Yeah,
In
Evil
PG
Dead.
form.
Yes.
That's the funny thing about Evil Dead.
Which will be a fun listen just to see how long it takes before, yeah.
The Evil Dead is not dying. It's
Hold
going
that
on.
down.
We're gonna make him write everything out and then
On a marker board. That'd be awesome.
He has to write it before he says it.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyways, thank you so much for joining us, guys. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. I wish you nothing but the best with the show. I'm sure it's going to be wildly successful. And if you haven't already made plans, make plans today to go out and see Evil Dead the Musical at V Theater over at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino. Talk about a really fun exclamation point to your weekend. Just go and have fun. Make it an Evil Dead date night.
And I will say this is. For the sake, it's a strip show, but let's support local theater because these are local actors.
We're always closing the show by saying, get your butt in a seat and support local theater. This was born as a community theater production. It's a great show now. It's made its way to the strip.
And the heart of it is still.
And it certainly, knock on wood, will not be the last. And hopefully others will also pave the way and
that
show
you'll
all of them, every show.
But show the Las Vegas Strip that it's definitely not all Cirque du Soleil and that it's not all Broadway.
No, because some of it is Cirque
Michaels.
Exactly. That's a good time.
Guys, you guys are thanks for coming in today. And it's Curtain Call with Eric Ball. Hope you tune in next week. We're going to be talking theater and crap.
And maybe I'll paint myself.
Can you take it from here?
Yep.
Thanks, brother. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good segue.
That was awesome. And here, I'm going
I know,
to
War of the Worlds. That's what kicked my ass in the October
Hope we
run.
can read that.
Well, you got sick.
And I even wrote an insider story that I submitted.
Okay, yeah,
and I'll have it published soon. But I was like getting out of this War of the Worlds show. It was a midnight show by around maybe 2 a.m. And then I had to work concierge at 6:30 a.m. So I ended up going over to the dungeon over at Hawk's Gym where we rehearsed the show and actually slept on the big pair of lips on the couch because I was only gonna get like 3 or 4 hours of sleep. And
Wait,
so
this
it's
is
like,
the place by the Onyx, right?
Yeah.
I know this couch.
it's the same owners.
Yeah.
We
That's what we rehearsed.
yeah.
With the big tubes.
When we were in there, it was still being used for parties. So
Yeah,
there were some cages.
parties.
There were some cages and big drums of
And a big
guns
cross with the leather.
Yes,
Parties.
there was the cross in there.
Guys, it's so nice
Eric,
to
thank
meet
you
you
very much for the
finally.
experience.
Thank you.
Seriously, it's been a great interview, and
it
I wish
was
you
a
guys
fun
the
surprise
very, very
seeing
best.
you here, too.
Very best.
Taking apart a curtain call. So awesome.
Yeah, Eric was very generous.
Well, these guys are
How long
great.
have you been doing it for?
Since started back
Just a month?
Yeah, we've got, 5 shows, I think, total. One was a replay.
Well, I will definitely friend you guys
Yeah.
on Facebook and get the word out too.
Yeah,
It's,
and we'll have you guys back on again. We'd love to have you guys on again. Yeah.
It's every Sunday.
6 to 8.
Every Sunday, 6 to 8. Maybe we should schedule something and turn Carrie Ann into a zombie or something. We should do something fun like that because we videotape them and put them on YouTube.
Deadite.
Oh, that's nice.
Deadite. Not a
I'll
zombie.
get in my head. I gotta go see the show. Then it'll be in my head. Then it'll be.
Yeah.
I actually,
I'm so
if
intrigued.
Maybe we should go.
well, if one of the movies is on
And I
Netflix, my
love
daughter.
Yeah, I've seen the
I
first
think
one. Once the second
Army of
season.
Darkness.
Second one.
Crazy good.
But I will definitely pick it up. Continue watching it. That's
Or
how I
maybe
watch
the
it.
first one.
Once
One
upon a
of them is
time,
and one
I
of
got
them
that.
isn't.
We'll check it out.
I
gotta check it
can't
out.
remember which one.
No, I don't.
She got dunked with
But
a
I read
bucket
all
of blood because it was
shows based on it.
right after her birthday.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
Everything in the Gulf of Mexico. The storm kicked up rough surf. National Hurricane Center spokesman Dennis